You know, you go up so smoothly.
Parasail Lake Tahoe.
I'm excited because it's my daughter's first time, and we've been coming out here for quite some years now. She always asked to do it, and finally we're doing it this year. I think I'm more excited for her. I've done it in the past, but I'm more excited for her just to get up there and have the experience of almost like flying and being able to see the whole South Lake Tahoe from up above.
It's an incredible experience getting to look down on the lake. It's so clear, and then looking down on the mountains as well.
We talked about how it was, like she said, it was cold and then it got warm, and then she talked about how next time she wanted to go higher, 1,200 feet.
I mean, it's Stephen Schwartz who wrote Wicked, wrote this song that has become this extraordinary anthem, and to get to sing it and to feel the audience, it's very interesting to sing a song that's not inside the show. To sing it out of context, because in the show you are in the air and for part of it, and you've got green makeup on and all these things that make you feel witchy, and here it's just sort of you, but it's sort of like taking the people who've seen the show back to that moment when they saw it, because when she goes in the air, it is an exquisite show. That moment is so beautifully crafted by the creative team and everything. It's just like, oh, it's so theatrical. It's like, it's true theater. Right. And so it's fun to get to take those people back to that moment.
Thank you very much for joining us tonight and talking to us, and it was a real pleasure and an enjoyment to be here tonight.
Totally my pleasure. Yeah. Thanks, Reno.
Going to stay in the old school right now and just keep it like that for a little bit, then we'll move into the brand new stuff and just rock them. Right now he's getting real crazy over here.
Alright, Chris English, you're an infamous DJ here in Reno, Nevada.
Hi.
Tell me a little bit about what you're doing here on this side.
Well, I'm going to do a mix as we speak. Hang on. Alright, now I got that out of the way.
So show me what you're doing.
Pretty much the same deal as Freeze. All our music's on a laptop. We have 2 vinyls which pretty much use our MP3s like they were on vinyl. So we can scratch them, we can go stuff like that. So I mean, it's really cool. And the benefit to that is all the DJs that used to be on vinyl, it's really hard to find really good songs on records. So now we can just download the MP3. We got Frank Sinatra, Stevie Wonder, all the great artists. Now we got them on MP3. So we can play those and interact them with the newer music to bring the new nightlife movement, because it's way different than it was.
Well, how do you accommodate to the different musics and tones and scratching with this whole thing?
Our main focus is obviously the dance floor. So we got to look at our crowd. We got to look at what they want to hear, whether it be the latest track by Black Eyed Peas or, you know, like some Bee Gees. Like, I mean, you got to look at the whole crowd and play for all of them. So it gets a little tricky sometimes, but I mean, if you look at the dance floor right now, we're packed, and you can't really go wrong with a good hit, you know.
Sounds good. All right, so scratch something for me so I can hear it.
I'll give you a little scratch.
exciting. Well, how'd you get involved with flying, I guess,
Well, I started here in 2005 in the sport class, and then I went out and learned how to fly these fighters. I'm a professional pilot, and I bought my own. It's called Steadfast. That's another gold racing team out here. So I'm a pilot and an owner. There's another gentleman that flies for me and my team, and Bob Button, the owner of this airplane, hired me to fly it.
We know that it's steeped in American roots music. In the garden with the stars beneath his feet, but it's not traditional. It's kind of our take on American roots music, whether it's spiritual music or it's or chain gang music or jazz or anything like that. It's just kind of our perception of what American roots music is.
Yellow eyes that were staring hungrily.
Either Andy or I come with a song and we say, this is kind of what I was thinking, this is the type of feel we're going for. And, you know, at the very first, both of us are pretty vindictive about the way we want it to sound, but once we get the basic sound, we grow from there, and everyone experiments, everyone writes parts.
So for any of those people who don't know what Hot August Nights is, tell us a little bit about it while we have a look around.
Absolutely. It's a celebration of the music and the cars of the 1950s and 60s. It's a nostalgia event and largest classic car show in the United States. So the cars that are all here are cars that are 1972 and older, American and European, and we have 6,000 registered cars. So celebration of the cars, again the music, we have live entertainment all over town. There's actually over 325 different events going on throughout the week.
In 10 years of doing events with Han, they have never been this big before. So I hope for all of Reno, this is a little foreshadowing for what's to come.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Reno! What you know? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go!
Once again, Grand Sierra, grand opening of the beach for this year.
This is gonna be the place to be
for the
entire summer.